What's going on, guys? Broken Prophet here, and just wanted to continue in the series on John the Conqueror Root and John the Conqueror the Spirit. Now, the first was just an intro, and I'm like, well, what do I want to do this series like on, or the videos and whatever? But I said, you know what? Let's just whatever I feel. I mean, a lot of us are at home, quarantine, self or imposed or whatever. So, let's just talk. How about that? Let's just talk without the craziness of a live stream. And thanks to everyone who tuned into the live stream last night. I know it got a little wonky. Just want to tell you, divinely pointing out, we are fine. Come to find out, that was not spiritual, right? We did our readings, we did our checks. It wasn't spiritual. The top of the house was hot because it was a hot day yesterday. And Divinely Appointed, who hangs everything, she does all the wonderful stuff that y'all never saw on my own videos and by myself. She hung the mirror that fell. That loud thump was the mirror. We showed it to you that fell and it broke, right? But she hung it with glue. And since the top of the house got so warm, the glue got a little less tacky, and boom. So there we go. So when I have a few cocktails, I tend to overreact. Isn't that everybody? Isn't that like the curse and the beauty of cocktails? It like heightens everything. So if you frisky, you like super frisky. If you're angry, you like super angry. I don't know. So that's all that was. All right. But thank you to everyone who checked in. Y'all are ready, like, let's crush whoever it is. No, we're fine. We're fine. And health-wise, I'm feeling better. Except for I feel like I'm on the way to getting onto my 600-pound life. And I'm working on that. But you know what? That's the problem with quarantine, guys. We got to get on our quarantine fitness. All right. Because, man, it's too easy. Like, I done all the readings for the day. I did a lot of readings today. Did some work today. Then I'm like, well, what about some snacks? And then Divinely Appointed went out and came back with delicious Hardee's. And look, down here is Hardee's. Other places like what? Carl Jr.'s. Delicious. Oh, man. Delicious. She was going to bring me a snake, but it's Sunday and the place was open. And yes, I do want another snake. So it is what it is. But anyway, let's talk about John the Conqueror Oil. Okay. It's one of like the first oils, or the first, I'm dropping the John the Conqueror root that I have. It's one of the first things that my grandma taught me how to make and then trusted me to make for folks. And it's a very versatile oil because it, but first, let me tell you the truth about how certain oils came to be. All right. See, and I've said this before, when like the African ancestors left the South during emancipation, they went up north, they went to other climates that weren't as agricultural, and further north, the weather is different. So certain things just didn't grow like they did down south, because damn near everything grows down here. So I'm about to put my collards in the ground after this video. I'm gonna watch 600-Pound Life with Divinely Appointed. Then I'm gonna put my collars in the ground. But anyway, so when they got up north, they were like, wait a minute, I can't find this, I can't find that. And so they came up with ways to stretch things. And what do you mean by stretching? I always use this analogy where, when you only have a few eggs, but you want to scramble up the eggs for breakfast and everybody eat them, you pour a little bit of sweet milk into the eggs, and then you scramble that together, and then, makes them light and fluffy, but everybody gets a little bit, as opposed to, them same 3 eggs. It's like, hey, I got mine. The rest of y'all got to struggle through it. So what happened was, the ancestors were like, wait a minute, I have this one high John, and I can't find more. So how do I stretch this high John? Because, in workings, a lot of times you want to use like the whole root, or you'll get like a little file, like a metal file, and then you'll grate it and put high John powder on things, or, so it's like, wait a minute, how can I do all this? Because I can't put a high John in all these dang candles when I can't find high Johns like that. So what did they do? They say, aha, I'll infuse an oil with high John. And then, like, not only is it the root, but the spirit is infused in the oil. So now I can drip this oil into these candles. And you know how I was telling you guys yesterday with the intro video, like the Muddy Water song, he's talking about rubbing his root. So you can rub the root and then touch somebody and stuff like that. And they're like, wait a minute. So now I can put this root, I said it, put this root in this bottle and put some oil in there. And now I got, it's like having 100 high johns at that point. Okay. So that's really all it was. It was stretching things. People like, oh, these conditional, listen, in the beginning, it started out as a way to stretch the things that either we could not find because we left the South, or we couldn't find because they were seasonal. The roots and plants were seasonal, but the need for them was not. That was year round. So they came up with the oils as a means to stretch it. Now, high John oil is so simple. Maybe that's why my grandmama trusted me to make it early on, because like I know she was like, maybe he can't mess this up. And I didn't. And all it was is you put a high John into a bottle. Now, unfortunately, the bottle that I was going to demonstrate this with has a very, very slim bottle. I mean, slim neck. And you know, I got this little fella, but he won't go in the hole. Pause. And I'm not about to like shatter the bottle, but you guys get it. You can crack off a piece, and you would have to saw it because high John is very, very hard. It's very hard. But you get it down in a bottle, and you fill the bottle up with oil, and then you pray the 23rd Psalm into the bottle. Gotta get your breath down in there, and you cap it and leave this bottle somewhere dark for 3 days, and then somewhere light, like a windowsill, for 3 days. And then it's ready. Then you have high John oil. And high John oil can be used anywhere that high John root would be used, with the exception of a mojo bag. You want to put a whole root in the mojo bag. But anything else, like, you know, instead of grating up the root into the candle, you can drip a little high John oil in there. If you don't have a high John, you know, to carry around in your pocket and rub it, well, you can dab a little bit of high John oil on your hands when you can't go gambling. Or now someone asked me, well, you know, can I put it on my hot spots? No. High John oil is not like that purple or whatever oil that they sell in the stores. Look, high John, I think Keith said it in the other video. High John, it smells like barbecue. So you don't want to be walking around smelling like barbecue unless, you know, you like them big. Then you might want to smell like barbecue. You know, like my homeboy said, if she ain't 280, she ain't my lady. hey, they need, need love too. Baby, I don't be that big. You keep on forcing this Kool-Aid down my gullet.
That Kool-Aid is sugar-free.
Why? There's always this thing floating around in there. What is that? And I keep trying to swallow it. Pause. It looks like the little squiggly line that gets in your eye fluid and you can't never look at it.
I mean, I use that powdered, you know, like sugar, so it may be the residue for that.
Maybe that's what it is. But anyway, guys, get to work on your high John oil. There it is. You guys keep asking, can I teach you how to make oil? Can I teach that? And I mean, I've had oil classes. So, but anyway, there, I just taught you how to make one. It's simple, it's effective, and it uses the energy of high John. So, and you're like, well, what is the energy of high John? Watch the other video. I'm not explaining that again. But you know, you want to light you a court case candle, you can put some court case stuff and a little bit of high John oil. There's this thing going around that's not exactly wrong, but it's not all the way right because it shows a lack of understanding. Where a lot of people say high John is like a battery, you can plug them into any work and it boosts the work. In a lot of instances, that's true, but still, you want to have some understanding. Like high John will provide that extra slickness for a court case, that extra smoothness for a love candle or some love work. So yes, you can use that energy. And you know, the spirit. Maybe later on we'll talk about high John. You know, the spirit, because everyone's like, can I work with high John? Can I work with the root? Start off there. In the instances that I went over in the first video. And I decided that the focus on the next two fast classes, which are going to be on love spells and intro to Hoodoo part 2, is going to be on works that we can do with high John, because it's only fitting. High John being like such an important root in Hoodoo, an important spirit in hoodoo. You know, I mean, of course he has a place in the intro to hoodoo, but also, using High John for love spells. But there you guys go. Hopefully you have an understanding on how a lot of these conjure or conditional oils came to be. Maybe in the intro to hoodoo class, I'll talk about the other way they came to be with like the marketeers. And that's why everybody wants to take the first thing you make an oil and you give it to somebody. The first thing they want to do is smell it and then start putting it. And I'm like, that wasn't how we made them or why we made them, but a lot of these marketeers back in the day, old school marketeers, not the new ones, a couple of them old as hell now, but the old school marketeers back in the day, it was because they didn't understand what was really, they just saw oils and they're like, oh, well, and it looked like perfume at the time. So, I mean, that's why they started making it to smell and look like perfume, made it look pretty. They made it smell pretty. Old school oils back in the day used to stink. Oh, carrier oils. I forgot. Somebody's going to ask me, what is a carrier oil? The base oil. Canola, safflower, sunflower. I actually like sunflower oil. You can actually, you can even use olive oil, but I caution you, olive oil will go rancid. You ever, like anybody from the South ever go to church and the preacher like try to anoint people with oil and it always had that funky smell to it? It was like half frankincense and half butt. That was because the olive oil had gone rancid. Olive oil goes rancid, guys.
Guess what, babe?
What?
I don't care what you say. I'm turning my whole drip into a conditioner oil. Like, go ahead and put that drip in your candle.
Oh my God. Violet Point is Hoodoo Drip, perfume and cologne. She's going to make it into a conditioner oil. But she's not going to use olive oil because olive oil will smell like butt. And you got to have some strong drip to have somebody want to hug up to somebody smelling like butt. Hey, you got to have that Ric Flair drip. You know what I mean?
People say they ain't showering every day. The shower hours are full, so they already smell like that. So
yeah, on a side note, I'm going to wrap this video up, but on a side note, all the toilet paper is going to look. Y'all so worried about wiping your butts, but you go to the soap aisle, it is stocked. The soap and toothpaste is falling off the shelf damn near. Listen, wiping your butt is great, but wash your ass. Wash it. The whole thing. Don't just wipe. No, wash the whole thing. Get the from under cheese out of you. Terrible. All right. I'm gonna get with the other horsemen. See if we're gonna go on tonight. But anyway, like I said, I'm gonna keep on putting out little videos like this. I'm gonna keep them short, keep them simple, but hopefully give you some more things. And I think the next one I'll tell a couple of High John stories, and then we'll talk about some more. I keep on saying High John, more John the Conqueror stories. All right, because there's a difference between when this goes from John the Conqueror route to High John the Conqueror route. So we'll talk about that. Anyway, guys, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Hopefully this helps answer a few questions. Stay safe. My southern people, we ain't following the guidelines. People across the street had a barbecue. And they was parked all up and down the street. And I'm like, I started to call 12 on them and be like, it's more than 10 of them out there, boss. There's more than 10 of them. Right. Tell them about the gun line, boss. I'm like, hopping John. Tell them about the gun line, boss. They walking across the street with big full color pans of coronavirus. The church say amen. But anyway, I'm out, guys. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. We're feeling great. Hopefully you guys are feeling great. And hopefully, there's a little bright spot in your day. All right. Y'all have a good one. God bless. Oh, and Hellcat 2020 now is for the website, the store. Okay. It's not for readings anymore, but we're still open for readings. Just you can't use Hellcat 2020 for readings. Now it's for the store. All right. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. God bless you and have a good day.